They have openly stated this is not about targeting Hamas. This is about eradicating Palestine. They call
Yeah.
them beasts, human animals. They they are so open about their objective.
Netanyahu even called it mowing the grass,
Mowing the grass, exactly.
right? So the head of your government calls the genocide of an entire people that you are tired of having, because this is what it is.
Mm,
You were forced to tolerate their existence. So you made it an apartheid state, right? The global community would not condone you eliminating these people. So you said, fine, but we're going to build our walls and all the good stuff over here. Keep them over there. Whatever they do, that's their business. I'm walking you through the story. That's
yep.
their business, right? But the people that you have put over there have now been disassociated from their land, their history, and their rights. So they start fighting back against you however they do it. So then you're like, wait a minute, you're harming my people. I don't care what I did to y'all. You're harming my people. I have to defend my people. So you start expanding your territory so you can get some buffer zones, right? So you'll be able to react in a much more effective way if someone tries to attack you. Okay, so you do that. Now you're justifying what you're doing to these people. And all the while, you go in periodically to break up their command structure, break up their governing structure, make sure they don't have any law enforcement to speak of, make sure they don't have any commercial infrastructure so they can create wealth and they can even be able to compete with you. You do all of that periodically. You just go in and mess things up every couple years. It's just what you do. It's a matter of your own national policy. And so that creates more confusion and anger. So these people will start fighting back even more. And now it's just a fight. It's just a fight. And you claim victimhood, even though if they throw a rock, you shoot a rocket.
Yeah.
It's and then all that aside, at the end of the day, when you have the ability to decide that that what's happening is not to our best interest and it's not to everyone's best interest, you have the power and the ability to redefine the landscape.
Mm.
If Israel did not want to continue on this path, Israel could choose a slightly different path. I'm not saying Israel can't defend itself or fight back in. I'm not saying none of that. I'm
Right.
saying they can choose how to respond.
Mm-hmm.
What they chose was, we're tired of the irritation. Let's just clean house.
And let's
And we
be
have documents showing that Netanyahu built to this moment on
yeah,
purpose.
yes, including his support, his government support of Hamas. Um, I was reading a report and I forget the number, so I'm not going to try to stretch for it, but they were identifying the people who were killed in the October 7th attack. There were a great deal of IDF members in those identifications. So it seems like Hamas did a quite a targeted attack, and nobody is ever here is ever saying an attack like that is right. But I understand it. I understand the response and the amount of propaganda that's coming out of Israel. Like, these aren't hospitals, Al Sifa. This is a cover for Hamas, their sorry, I'm forgetting the words.
Like their bases or whatever.
Thank you. Their military bases, and you actually go into the history of this. Israel is some of the ones that started some of those tunnels. Like, yes, tunnels do exist. And yes, Palestinians have gotten spoons and worked at the ground for years, only to get out and then be targeted right away. I think it was 3 days later. So, what we're being fed is a lot of, at best, half truths, and at worst, just complete misdirections.
And look who the allies are. I mean,
Yep.
America, this is what we do,
This is what we do. Exactly.
right? And we've been caught with our hand in the cookie jar over and over again. The Vietnam War, the Korean War, the first Iraq War, the second Iraq War. It, we've been busted time and time again for creating false narratives and selectively leaking information to further our objectives. And Israel does the same thing and they've always done the same thing too.
Hmm.
And yet, if you if you have a family member that you know lies to you all the time,
Hmm.
it's like being told by Big Mama that yeah, you know they lie, but you gotta believe them out there in public because this is a family and you don't go against the family, right? That's what it's like. You know, it's like you America's known for lying, Israel's known for lying,
Yep.
Hamas is known for lying. You know, all these people known for lying. But if your side puts out a statement, you're supposed to just be like, "Yep,